welcome back to my Sonic Runners comic. Here's another Metal Sonic. And this is the reveal of who the person actually was at the beginning of the comic. At the beginning of the two-parter. Remember that person who looked like Rayton, but isn't actually. Yeah, I know there's already an event here, but this is having to do with separate dimensions and not separate universes. So, yeah. A separate dimension within a separate universe. I know it sounds weird, but there's a lot of stuff you won't understand unless you understand the multiverse theory and the multiple dimension theory, which states that there are multiple dimensions as well as multiple universes. So, yeah. This explain. Where am I? Oh no, not again. Yeah, decided to put that as a name. Maybe you should have thought about it before writing the comic. You know what? Whatever. At least I didn't say it out loud. So. By the way, Spin Dash never says the name because I don't know, his upbringing or something. That's the only reason I could come up with. His upbringing didn't allow him to do that, thus he doesn't do that. So, she was even the one who I left. The one who left me? Yeah, Spin Dash was pretty upset. Stop. And here's the reason her name is that. Dead rat eating a hot, and she's eating a hot dog. A little bit of a flashback. And as you can see, he's always been pretty rude ever since birth. And of course, Scourge likes this because what do you expect? He's Scourge. He's the exact opposite of Sonic. Opposite of Sonic. Shadow Spots, the new villain who replaces Dr. Eggman because Dr. Eggman got reformed. Yes, it was in the middle of the season. And that is the end. I know I said it was going to be a 3-parter, and it was a 3-parter, but you see, I had to continue the episode because, well, like, this is only season 1. And we're done with that. The part that would probably give me the most trouble, I think I may have gone a little overdone when it came to name, and may have ran out of ideas, because I constantly run out of ideas. If I ever get an idea to begin with, I usually run out of ideas, but you know what, I'm just gonna go on a bit of a rant now about, like, you know, something about this comic. Back before I redid the comic, back even before I even did my first recording of the redo of the comic. My original concept for the comic was essentially Doctor Who inspired. Because I liked that show as a kid. Unfortunately, I read those comics. They were cringy. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, really cringy. Like, no. You would have to watch it in order to see how bad it how bad it really was. Seriously. It was that bad. So, in an effort to redo the comic, it was really bad, by the way. It's still really bad to this very day. I reworked the story, and that began with the beginning of the Resistance, which told the story of how the Resistance members came together. Unfortunately, the game Sonic Forces does not contain some of these members. I just made them up. So, you could fit them into the story of Sonic Forces. There, I did set a job for them. Now they can pay me $1 billion. Gosh. Can't even do the job properly themselves. So then, I went on to make another comic because I kind of felt like it. But it turned out to be the exact same comic. So that's when the Sonic Runners comic came from. The continuation of what happened after Sonic Forces. With an idea of how the Phantom Ruby is something of a bit of a mystery and causes all these problems. But it wasn't given the name Sonic Runners at first. I didn't even come up with the name Sonic Runners the comics until much later. I did come up with the name, though. I based it off of the game Sonic Runners, because I kind of felt like doing that. And thus, you get the name Sonic Runners as a nod to the game. So there cleared up a lot of the confusion, if there ever was confusion about what was going on in this comic. What was going on throughout the series, what was going on throughout the franchise, and I think I'm wasting a bit of my time here, and a bit of your time too. But I'm sorry, I just had to go on a bit of a rant. Also, I have to go on a rant that I do not support DLC. No, correction. The last month's games, the DLC, and anything from 2017. That was last time. And I know, I'm talking about the full releases, any full game from that year, not the games that were in beta or development. So, Bendy and Ink Machine doesn't count as a 2017 game because it was never finished then, and is now finished here. Was finished in 2018. Was the year of Bendy. And the year of Bendy is actually, it should be the century of Bendy, since it seems to go past 2018 and is now going into 2019, because who doesn't like this game? Who doesn't like the game? It's actually a really good game. I actually recommend it to anyone wanting to get into video games. Would it be your first game? Probably. Would it be your last game? Definitely no. Heck no. Heck no. Heck no. definitely not your last game. First, if you ever want to get into video games. Peace out and keep saying 90s.